The NFL season officially kicks off tonight, but the Bears have to wait until Sunday night for their primetime matchup with the Rams. That graphic is back for another year. Here with a preview of the game and the season is James Big Cat Williams, former offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears from 1991 to 2002. James Big Cat Williams, so great to see you.
Hey, Paris, good to talk to you too, man.
Yep, good to have you back. All right, so quarterback Andy Dalton is the game one starter over the rookie Justin Fields. Is this the right move by the coaching staff?
I don't know if it's the right move or not, but I don't think anyone's going to talk them out of their decision. I think that Nagy, going by his Kansas City roots, his Kansas City tree with Andy Reid and what they did with Mahomes, he's going to try and pull off the same thing here in Chicago. Have a young quarterback sit behind a wily vet, and hopefully that wily vet can get them into the playoffs, and they don't want to see Fields until next year. No guarantee that's going to work, though.
No, and we didn't see a whole lot of Dalton in the preseason. What does he bring to that position into the offense?
Well, you're talking about a guy that, he's played behind not bad O-lines, but O-lines in Cincinnati that didn't give him very much protection. A lot of people just see what he did in Dallas last year, which wasn't a lot. But he's a guy that's been to the playoffs several times, and he does have a good grasp on the game. So, if the Bears can protect him, then he should be able to do some things well for them out there and run Nagy's offense the way Nagy's been wanting to see it run. How
short a leash do you think he's going to have before Nagy makes the switch, assuming Dalton, has some rough games?
However long of a leash it is, it's going to be too long for the fans here in Chicago. People want to see Fields now, and you've got this new shiny toy that you just can't play with. It's just sitting underneath the Christmas tree. It's wrapped, you know what it is, and you want to play with it, but your parents are smacking your hands telling you can't touch it. So I don't know how long they're going to give Dalton. I don't know if it's, do you lose the first 3 games or, the first quarter of the season before you say that, okay, we've got to take a look at Fields? Or, what happens if Dalton goes 3-1 through the first quarter of the season? Right. They're definitely going to stick with him then.
You got to stick with the quarterback that gives you the best chance to win. What is your impression from what you've seen of Fields? I mean, he's had some dazzling plays.
Well, he's a young phenom. I mean, you talk about the kid in Mahomes, and you talk about all these guys that have come out of college playing football with the baseball background, and he fits right into that mold. He can make all the throws. He can make all those throws while being on the run and being pressured. You're talking about a kid that has no fear out there on the football field. And, we heard a sample of that after a couple preseason games where he was like, this game isn't too fast for me. After practicing against that Bears defense, I feel like he felt like he was exactly where he was supposed to be.
He's ready to go. And then there's some other top 10 QB picks that are going to start. You mentioned the offensive line. Andy Dalton never played behind great offensive lines. Tevin Jenkins was a guy you wanted the Bears to draft. He's an offensive lineman that's injured right now. So how does this offensive line look to you?
Well, when you look at the middle's solid. When you're talking about Mustapher, Whitehair, and Daniels, the middle's pretty solid. Now you have to just hope that all 3 of those guys could stay healthy. No big injuries. They're going to have the little dings that they're going to have to deal with week in and week out. But, Jason Peters is it's the toss-up. You don't know, you're talking about a 39-year-old left tackle. And, at some point in time, the treads on the tires start to run a little thin. So you just don't know where he's at right now. And then you have Jermaine Ifedi on the other side. And, he played pretty well at right tackle last year. So they're going to give him a shot and see how he can do. But, you have to have a plan in place just in case things start to fall apart. Just in case, Peters isn't able to give you as many games or as much time as you'd like.
Sometimes it's a revolving door then. You have to have multiple offensive linemen ready to go. What about in the defense? Some injuries so far to Eddie Goldman, who's missed last year because of COVID protocols. Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan banged up. How does this D look right now?
Well, I think with Mack and Goldman, I'd like to give it another day. You know, as long as those guys practice by Friday, and Mac has been practicing, he's just been limited. Goldman hasn't done anything at all, but you have to think that if he can practice by Friday, he has a good shot of playing. They also have the young rookie, what's his name, Tunga? Tunga? Yeah, I think, and that's the young nose guard that's a rookie. You know, they're excited about him. You know, with the Trevathan injury, with him not being able to play for 3 weeks, I think they already had a plan in place with Ogletree because I think it was going to be hard for Trevathan to get back
Right.
on the field the way Ogletree practiced and played in the preseason.
Alec Ogletree, the veteran linebacker you mentioned that the Bears signed this year. All right, we only have 30 seconds left. Prediction for Sunday night and prediction for the season.
Unfortunately, I don't know if this is a game that they can pull off versus the Rams. I think the Rams might have a little too much firepower on defense for what that offense is going to be putting out there. But, you know, we've seen stranger things happen. But 31-21 Rams over the Bears. I hate to say it, but that's the way I got to go.
And the Rams have Matt Stafford, a quarterback who's faced the Bears a couple of times in his career. All right,
Yeah.
well, Big Cat, great to have you. Hopefully we have some happy conversations in the weeks to come, and take care.
I hope so, Parrish. You take it easy, man.
All right, thanks. And we're back to wrap things up right after this.